Ladies and gentlemen, hello? Yes, you. The one scrolling, searching for a spark. Sit down, take a deep breath, and for once, be alone with yourself. No noise, no chaos, no filters, just you. You and your reflection. Scary, isn't it? But beautiful. Because in that silence, you meet the real you. Not the version the world wants, not the version social media paints. The real, raw, unapologetic version of you. You see, life doesn't come with a script. And no, it's not a Bollywood movie. There's no background music when things fall apart. But you still rise like a hero, bruised, battered, but standing, alone, glorious in your solitude. Shah Rukh once said, "Don't become a philosopher before you become rich." Let me add, don't become someone else before becoming yourself. You weren't born to copy. You were born to create, to rise, to break, to rise again, to dance in the rain and cry in the dark. And through it all, to never forget who you are. When you're alone, you see your fears clearly. You hear the echo of your regrets. You feel the weight of your mistakes. But you also feel something else, strength, afar. A whisper that says, "Keep going." That's your voice. Not your parents, not society's, yours. Listen to it. You don't need validation. You don't need 10,000 likes. You need one thing, belief. Belief in your journey, in your struggle, in your scars. Because darling, even broken mirrors reflect light. You will fall. That's not a possibility, it's a promise. But what defines you is not the fall, it's the fight after. The way you pick yourself up, brush off the dust, and smile like nothing broke. That's power. I know. You want to be someone. Rich, famous, respected. You want your name in lights, like SRK. But here's the secret. Even he was once alone. A boy with no name, just dreams. And determination sharp enough to cut through fate. He didn't beg for a chance. He made one. He didn't wait for applause. He worked in silence until the world couldn't ignore the noise he created. Alone, but focused. Unseen, but unshaken. So if you're alone right now, celebrate. This is your origin story. This is where you become unstoppable. No distractions, no drama, just discipline. Just grind. Just love. For yourself. Love yourself enough to walk away from fake friends, from toxic spaces, from expectations that cage your spirit. Be alone, but be free. Alone, but authentic. And in this solitude, dream. Not small, not safe. Dream big. Dream wildly. Dream like you have nothing to lose. Because you don't. You've already lost time fearing failure. Now it's time to live. To write your own script. To direct your own life. Be the actor. Be the hero. Be the rebel. But most of all, be real. Realness is rare. Be rare. Not because it makes you cool, but because it makes you, you. Shah Rukh said once, "Success is not a good teacher. Failure makes you humble." So thank your failures, every heartbreak, every no, every door slammed shut, because they taught you resilience. They taught you to stand alone. And when you're alone, you get to ask, who am I without the noise, without the achievements, without the masks? You are still enough. Enough to create, enough to rebuild, enough to inspire. Even if no one claps right now, clap for yourself, because you showed up. Even on the days it hurt. You smiled through pain. You fought battles in silence. And still, you rise. And one day, the world will look back and say, "Where did this person come from?" And you will smile quietly, because they weren't watching when you were alone. But that's when the magic happened. So don't run from the silence. Embrace it. Sit with it. Let it teach you. Let it mold you. Be alone when others fear it. Be alone and fearless, alone and limitless. Because solitude isn't loneliness, it's preparation. It's a blessing in disguise. In solitude, you find your truth. You write your story, not one written by others, one authored by your courage. You are not here to fit in. You are here to break the mold, to set fire to limitations, to dance to your own music, even if no one hears it. So let the world doubt you. Let them mock you. Let them whisper. You, stay quiet. Let your work scream. And one day, you'll stand at the top, with no crowd around, just you, looking back at the path you carved. You'll remember the lonely nights, the doubts, the silence, and you'll realize that's where you became invincible. Not in the crowd, not on stage, but alone, in your room, with your thoughts, with your fight, with your fire. So be alone and be proud, because legends are born in the dark, not the spotlight. You are next. Own it. Be alone with yourself and rise. The world teaches you how to chase. Chase marks, chase jobs, chase love. But what if I told you the only thing worth chasing is yourself? The real you, the wild one, the weird one, the misunderstood one. That version of you that doesn't fit in boxes, that doesn't walk straight lines, that breaks rules, not hearts. Society wants clones, success wants originals. And you? You were never born to blend. You were born to shine. Even if that light burns alone, people will tell you to be realistic. Forget that. Be unrealistically passionate. Because passion breaks walls. Passion builds empires. And passion survives loneliness. Shah Rukh didn't come from wealth. He came from willpower. He came from fire. He came from pain turned into purpose. Pain is your teacher, not your enemy. It builds you. It breaks the illusion. It removes the ego. It reveals the soul. So don't hide from pain. Hug it. Feel it. Then turn it into poetry, into purpose, into fuel. You will be rejected. You will be doubted. But remember, diamonds aren't praised during formation. They're crushed, cut, and only then they shine. Some nights you'll cry. Let the tears fall. They're not weakness. They're proof you still care. They cleanse, they clarify. Cry, then rise. Because no warrior wins without wounds. No artist creates without silence. And no legend lives without loneliness. Stop running from being alone. Start running toward your future. Be your own company. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own hero. If you're waiting for someone to save you, look in the mirror. That's your rescuer. That's your fighter. That's your storm and your calm. We live in a loud world. Everyone wants to speak. Few want to listen. But when you're alone, you finally hear you. Hear your own breath, your own thoughts, your own truth. Not what they told you, not what society sold you. What your soul knows. Take the job if it feeds you. Quit it if it kills your spirit. Say yes to life. Say no to fear. You don't need all the answers. You just need to take the next step. One step, then the next. And again. Until suddenly, you're no longer in the same place. People laughed at dreams once. They laughed at the idea of flying, at electricity, at the internet, at Bollywood outsiders, at Shah Rukh Khan, until the world couldn't laugh anymore. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. But never let them define you. When the lights are off, practice. When no one's watching, prepare. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. People change. Dreams evolve. But your essence, that must remain untouchable. Choose purpose over popularity. Choose peace over proving. Choose growth over gossip. This journey is not a race, it's a war. With your old self. With your doubt. with your fear. So fight. Every single day. Not for applause, but for the mirror. So one day it reflects a warrior, not a warrior. You don't need to know what the future holds. You just need to know who's holding your future. You. Be alone and learn your rhythm. Walk at your pace. You're not behind. You're just not meant for shortcuts. You are an original story. Stop reading someone else's script. Write your own. Messy, bold, honest, glorious. And when people say you've changed, smile. You were never meant to stay the same. You are a process, a masterpiece under construction, a revolution in quiet motion. The loudest power, it's not shouting, it's knowing. It's showing up, even when it's hard. Shah Rukh didn't fake confidence, he built it. Through work, through risk, through belief. You too can build something no one's ever seen before. Because you're not here to fit in, you're here to build what's missing. Fall in love with learning, with failing, with rebuilding, with rising. You can lose money, you can lose people, but don't lose yourself. And when it gets lonely, remind yourself, the moon is alone too, yet it still shines. Don't wait for a perfect time. There is none. Create the time, create the path, hustle in silence, evolve in secret, return in power. Don't compare journeys. Some run, some crawl, but forward is forward. Believe in your madness, in your obsession, in your dreams that scare you. People won't understand. It's not their dream. It's yours. Protect it, feed it, live it. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Don't fear being alone. Fear being ordinary. Because inside you is art, is power, is magic. All waiting to be unleashed. So be still, be strong, be alone. And from that stillness, become unstoppable.